Hi YouTube and happy summer. I hope everyone is using their SPF and having a good one. I am in the midst of a beastly heat wave here in New England, so I'm basically living in not socially acceptable clothes. Although today I have changed because I'm going to go be meeting a friend in about an hour and a half. So I have put on real people clothes by this point and not just otherwise. But I thought I would hop on and show you guys the only things I am buying this year for the school year out of my money. And yeah, we're going to see if I stick to that. But let's get started. Really quick, I want to apologize for this sound of my air conditioner going and also for my little attention-starved baby here. And by baby, I mean him. But he hates being left out, so I have to leave the door open or he will riot. So let's talk about the things that I am purchasing, with the caveat of I don't think that you should ever feel pressured to spend your own money on anything. It is a choice, and only if you are financially able to do so. Put his cat hair. It is a hard place to be when you are a teacher and you want to fix many problems that are not yours to fix. So I am challenging myself to spend less than $25 this school year on materials for my classroom that are from my own pocket. Some of the things I am pre-purchasing and then will be seeking reimbursement. I'll cover, I think I only have one thing that I've purchased thus far, and it's just because it was situational. But let's talk about what I have purchased so far, and I'll talk about how much I have spent, and I'm hoping that here will be a running count of how much I have spent, in hopes that some people will keep me accountable. First thing being, I purchased a lesson plan book. This was from Staples. It is originally $16.99. I did not pay that. I have been returning, or not really returning, but like recycling. I have been recycling markers and colored pencils, and there's a whole bunch of things that Staples will take now for recycling, and you will get points back that you can then use on a purchase. So I had $9 from that, and I also had a 20% off coupon for educator discount. You just have to bring in your teacher ID and you have to have their app downloaded. But it did save me enough that this only cost me $4.50. Hooray. And I have already kind of started putting some things in. I put my district stuff in that has been already approved, and when I get my more school specific things, I will also put those in as well, but I don't foresee us getting those until the first in-service day, which is in August, mid-August. The second thing that I purchased was not a impulse buy. I know that the Target dollar spot can be an impulse buy section that a lot of people fall into traps of, and my Target has basically no dollar section. So when everybody's posting about these really cute little things that they find in the dollar section, it's generally not found at mine. Cue me being sad because of the dinosaur chicken nugget pillow that I went so many times to try and get, and no, nothing. So I was very surprised to find this. And if you don't know what this is, you load it with pencils and you push his little teeth, question mark? You push his little teeth and a pencil comes out. Okay. There is one thing that I was really sad about, and that is I thought that this would be hinged. Now, it does come with like 2 pieces of tape in the front and 2 in the back, but it is not hinged. It is, you open all the way and place your pencils in, place on top. So I was a little disappointed about that, but oh jeez, flung. But I will be using this to solve a problem that I didn't think was going to be a problem, but is a problem apparently. And that is, I just had a container of pencils, one of which said please sharpen, and one that said ready to go, something like that. And the problem is they kept getting mixed up. Now, it's not really the fault of anyone, because kindergartners can't read when they start school. They just put it in the right one, or a cup, so at least they're taking care of it, but they can't really read like sharpened, not sharpened kind of deal. The other thing is, everyone wants a pencil with an eraser on it, and all of my erasers are gone by the end of like the first week. So none of my pencils have erasers unless I happen to find a pencil like in the hallway and it has an eraser on it. But this led to kids going through and spending sometimes a solid minute digging through these pencils to try and find the perfect pencil that doesn't exist. And you're like, oh, it's just 1 minute. Like, who cares? Okay, but if you have like 24 kindergartners or 24 fifth graders all crowding around waiting to get a pencil, and it takes one kid 1 minute, like, if every kid was to take 1 minute, that would be like over half of my class. My class is 45 minutes. So, no. So, with this, I'm hoping that we just go up, we push, pencil comes out, and you're done. So, cutting that down to 10% of the time would be great. 10 seconds or less should be the goal. I don't know how it's going to work. My idea is that I will have only sharpened pencils in here, and then I can have a Sterilite bin or something for unsharpened pencils. I'm the only one that sharpens the pencils in my classroom after my first year here at this school, and some children who have since graduated thought it would be really funny to stick crayons instead of the pencil sharpener, and that happened twice in 1 year, and so we don't use the pencil sharpener anymore, except for me. And guess what? No issues yet. Funny how that works. The lid is stuck. I forgot to say that this guy was $3. And I'm not going to count tax. To BH, I'm not gonna count tax, because tax varies from state to state. Some states don't have tax, and some do. And so for me to say, oh yeah, was this with 7% sales tax, or 2% sales tax, or no sales tax, like, that's not gonna, I don't know, it's not gonna matter. So I'm up to $750, doing good so far. The next thing is I purchased folders. Now, I did not realize until last night that some of these folders have hole punches, and some have hole punches on the inside. That was my goof. So, I'm just gonna have to live with that. But that's okay. Mostly what I want them for is the pockets and the fact that they're poly plastic. So, once upon a time, when I was teaching middle school during COVID and we were hybrid, that school year, the 2020 to 2021, when we came in, we were hybrid. We had to have a way to like sanitize materials, and I found that these, the polyplastic folders, were the best way because I could just wipe them down really quickly. And that worked really well. However, I left that school because we moved, but I took the folders with me because I had purchased them out of my own money. And my rule is, if I buy it with my money, it's mine, unless I feel generous in that capacity. And there were plenty of things that I left in that classroom for the next teacher. I left it extremely organized, by the way. But, you know, I had purchased these. These were an investment, and I took them with me. I know that some schools, if you purchase it with the intention of using it in your classroom, it belongs to the school. I can't speak to that. The schools I have been at, that has never been the case. So if that is, I would definitely say, okay, then I have to be reimbursed. I'm very sorry if that is your situation. I can't speak to it because I don't have experience in it. But in any case, these were free each. And I also used so these ones are from Staples and Iconic. So we're going to and match 1, 2, 3, 4 orders, and these are Targets, and 2, 4, so 250. I'll do math not on the camera because it will take way too long. I hate math. They're different colors for a reason. My 4th and 5th graders will continue with their folder that they receive in 4th grade. They choose the color. It's any color of the rainbow or a neutral, as long as I can find it. And they keep all their things in 4th grade to 5th grade, because some of the things that we do in 4th grade, we then scaffold into 5th grade, such as with value scales and with color theory. So this is just a way for them to hang on to it for multiple years. And yeah, it's fun too because they get to put stickers and stuff on the outside, and they like that. So it becomes their folder. And then at the end of 5th grade, if it is in good condition, they can donate it back to me, or they can take it with them, especially if it has been somehow defaced in a way that is not repairable. Like I had a student take scissors and like cut fringe into the bottom of theirs, and so I was like, yeah, I can't give that to another kid. So I'm just replacing the colors that either I do not have enough of for my 3rd, 4th graders, and these are the ones that they needed, or I am just restocking on what I have. I know that, well, I don't know, but I'm pretty sure that Target will get these down to like 25 cents. If you want to do the paper ones, I think those get down to 10 cents. I just like the plastic because they're easy to clean, and that was what I already had. They just tend to hold up a little bit better, especially if you get water on them or anything. You just wipe it right off, whereas with the paper ones, not so much. So now the one thing that I purchased and I will be looking for reimbursement on, just because it was $15, which isn't a lot, but it's enough that I'm going to seek reimbursement. These things that are like $4, $3, you have to fill out paperwork for each thing, and to me it's just not worth it for $3. That is totally fine if it is to you. It's just not worth my time personally. And so that what I did purchase that I will be seeking reimbursement is these ice cube trays. They came in a 2-pack from Target. They were $3, not on sale. I did get it with a sale price of 20% off. There was something about home essentials or something. I don't know. Target is always having sales on these random things. Okay, so I did do the math, and it was cheaper for me to purchase these at Target versus the Dollar Tree, because that's where I was originally going to. And these ones are dishwasher safe. The ones that I purchased from Dollar Tree, not last year, the year before, apparently were not dishwasher safe. Found that out the hard way. So yeah, I didn't have that many. I only had 5, but they needed to get thrown away because they were not usable anymore. So I have these now. They are very heavy duty. They're for painting. I like to use these, especially with color mixing. You can just put a color, like, put the reds, yellows, oranges, and then allow kids to mix as they need to. It just helps me as far as being able to prep. It's a lot easier to have, let me see if I can pick these up. All right, there we go. I'm at a weird angle right now. I'm sitting kind of on the floor, so sorry. It's a lot easier to pick these up when they're on a table, but you know, I can pick up 2 at a time. They don't slip in, which means that I don't have to worry about paint getting on the bottoms, or if I do, it's just a minimal amount to pass out. It's a space saver, it's a time saver. Ta-da! Now, I would like to do one other video, which is what I spend my school budget on. I have already made some purchases. Our fiscal year, like the new school year, actually starts June 1st, and we were still in session, so I did half of my ordering for the beginning of the school year, and then I'm hoping that probably like November, December, I'm going to put in the other half of my order to finish out the school year. The reason I'm not putting everything in at once, even though I could have, is because I might be getting a student teacher. Not sure yet, but might. And if that's the case, I need to make sure that I have supplies that can fit the lessons that they need to do, whether that is a specific number of things or if it's just specific materials. I also am kind of going back and forth on a few projects, just knowing what I know about some kids and some groups, and also what I don't know about some kids and some groups. So, you know, the new incoming kindergartners, I know that we have at least 3 new kids starting this year with us in other various grades, and so I haven't met them. And if I need to purchase materials that make it easier for them to participate in my class, then I want to make sure I have money to do that. So I will probably be doing like a budget haul. Once I get back to my classroom. I am being very good at not going into my classroom right now, and instead I devote my Wednesdays to things that I do that I need in the classrooms. So for instance, I have made some individual charts for students, and you'll see I need to add Velcro, so that'll probably be what I do next week, is I add Velcro. And that when we are doing our schedule, I have a large schedule on my board, you've probably seen it, but these are just individual ones to break it down for some students at their seat that they can mark off when they do it. And I have also stretch. That's my ID. I've also made some new cards for my visual board that goes up on my whiteboard that I use with kindergarten and first grade. So I do still need to make cards for those, and then these also need to get Velcro on them. But yeah, that is it. That's where we're at. I'm doing just a little bit at a time because I want to, keep my head in the game. But I am also just spending hours and hours not doing school things. Yeah, so I hope everyone is having a wonderful summer so far. Good luck to those of you who are ready to head back. Good luck. I hope that you have AC, and if not, I hope that you do not feel the wrath of the sun like I'm feeling today. Sorry for the lighting. I have no lights on today. I am trying to... This window does not have curtains or blinds. I need to fix that. Say hello to my office. I painted it. It's still in process though. I've just got a few things up in the background, and the rest of my wall is bare. So it's not done, but we are at a spot where I was like, oh, I feel like I can actually do things in here now. And that's what we're looking for the most. So, stay tuned. I am hoping to have my next video, I don't know when. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know. But, yeah, so, have a good one.